Yeah, I'm looking. No, I'm in one.
21-2 build. Why do I make this louder?
4드라군을 맞추는 빌드인데 이제 조금
Look at the bottom right.
This is already a max. Oh yeah, I can just change my this thing. Wait, how the fuck do I change this?
Go to
Sound
volume
mix,
mixer,
volume mixer.
and then higher for whatever that program is.
Alright.
빠른 푸시가 가능하고 상대 조금 초반에 빠른 푸시가 가능하고 상대가 뭐 FD 같은 빌드를 할 때 상대방의 진영 쪽에서 잡아먹어서 게임을 끝낼 수도 있는 빌드거든요.
So the whole point of the build, 21-2 gateways, you know, you can get up to 4 goons to punish opponent aggression and end the game right there. That's all it says. Holy fuck. Oh my god, my ears, man.
What? The pings, right?
Shit. Fucking talk best. For now.
14질럿으로 입구를 막고
There is a play with 14 zealots to hide your build,
그냥 대놓고 21초라는 경우가 있는데
or just do straight up 21, you know, what it 2 gateway.
대놓고 이제 14질럿을 안 찍고 하는
Okay, so you can get a Zealot 14 and you won't be able to scout 2 gate.
Yeah. They're both viable. He says they're both viable way, but this one.
할수 있는
What did
좀
it
더
say?
부유해요. 부유한데 대놓고 이제 14질럿을 안 찍고 하는 빌드 같은 경우는 좀 더 부유해요. 부유한 대신 상대가 좀 더 대처를 할 수 있는 그런 거 있죠. 예를 들면 뭐 21초인 걸 S식으로 봤다 이러면은 뭐 언더 커맨드 시즈 모드로 한다든지 이러면 상황이 좀 불리해지거든요.
Alright, so there's 2 ways to approach this. First with zealot first, you know, and then blocking the entrance, so and denying the scout, right? And the second way is to skip the zealot, play more greedy, let opponents scout your your 2 gateways. But then the problem with this is that if you go 2 gateways and opponent does like siege expand, stuff like that, you're in a disadvantaged position.
Alright, so block the ramp.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, but then this is a more greedy option to just not get a zealot. I mean, yeah.
자, 14질럿을 하면은 좀 가난한 대신에 상대방에게 빌드를 안 보여줄 수 있는 장점이 있고
Yeah, just if you get 14 zealot, you don't show opponent build, but you're way poorer economically. I don't know how it works. I don't play Protoss. Theory, what the heck?
그래서 좀 더 심리전을 걸 수 있는 14질럿을 할게요. 14질럿
So in this tutorial, he'll do 14 zealot because the whole purpose, I guess, of the build is to give mind games. So mind games, big part of this pro gamer shit. I don't know.
하면은 상대방이 서치를 못하면은 패답 그리고 패스트 리버
Okay. He actually did. Oh, does he make a Zealot? I didn't.
I'm not there yet, but then he said he will make a zealot, and so
Oh, okay.
by doing that, he can deny scout, and then you can have potential fast Dark Templar or Reaver. So opponent has to prepare for everything.
때문에 14질럿
Ah, I
이후에
gotcha. That makes sense.
그리고 14질럿이 있으면은 좀 더 푸시가 세요. 유닛
Yeah, by having 14 zealot, the push is a little bit stronger too. On top of that,
당연히 하나도 많기 때문에 푸시가 셀 수밖에 없어요.
Okay. So it just sounds like 14 Zealot is just better, the better version of this build overall.
I mean, yeah, but not quite, because he also explains about the economic sacrifice you're gonna have to make. Slightly less economically better off going into if you don't skip Zealot. But then yeah, I mean if you're doing 2 gateway anyway, you might as well do Zealot first plug in, and then keep the opponent guessing, you know?
를 보여드리겠습니다.
Since the whole point of this is to have mind games.
13콩을 찍고
13 core. Guess.
Scout,
Yeah, scout.
4질러.
and then Zola.
Yeah.
14.
So yeah. So you scout at 14 with this probe, it pops out at 14, and then you make zealot as soon as possible. Wait, is that from stream or is that from?
That's Armada.
Oh.
Yeah, I was typing something.
자, 14질럿은 여기서 뛰는 게 아니에요. 입구를 막아서 상대방이 정찰 차단하고 상대방이 좀 생각이 많게.
You do not go aggressive with this zealot. You always plug it in. It's not the whole point of the zealot is to prevent scouting and get mind games, not to be aggressive.
Right there.
하는 용도의 유닛입니다.
hmm
아 근데 이렇게 좀 서치가 빨리 들어오면
Yeah.
그냥 뛰어야 돼요. 이건 어쩔 수가 없어요.
In this situation, when there's a fast scout like this, you have to go. Plan ruined.
You have to show up the building.
Yeah, you have to. You already showed it anyway, so you have to go and be aggressive. So he's sending it out in the map.
Oh, okay, yeah.
사업은 24업. 그러니까 조금
20 range.
쪽을 이런 경우에 좀 쉬더라도 사업을 좀 빨리 눌러주는 게 좋아요. 왜냐하면
A lot of cases it's better to cut some probes and get range as fast as possible.
이제 드라군으로 푸시하는 빌드이기 때문에
As this is a build that depends on dragoons to push.
지금 살짝 가난하더라도
Even if you're sacrificing your economy a little.
21투가 아니고 22투예요. 22투가 됩니다.
So in this case, since you got
질럿을 안 찍었을 때
Zealot, this is 22 to gateway.
질럿 쳐서
Be aggressive with the zealots.
24. 자, 24에서
24 pylon.
선벌 쳐죠. 선벌
So he knows that it's vulture first.
쳐면은 이 질럿이 무리하기보다 이렇게 상대방이 안 많은 쪽에서 드라군과 함께
So in this case where opponent responds with a vulture, before anything, you just withdraw your zealot, stop trying to do damage, right? And then just don't lose it. And then you push with your dragoons,
이거는 오히려 게임 빨리 끝날 수도 있어요. 왜냐면 4드라군이 나올 때 상대방 탱크가 이제 한대 나와 있거든요.
Okay, so this is like a ideal way your game plan is going. Because since the opponent went vulture, by the time tank comes out, you'll have 4 dragoons, which is 2-shot tank, right?
Yeah.
이제 드라군 자 이게 원질러가 이기거든요.
This one zealot, one goon wins against this comp, so go. Pusagi.
상대가 벙커를 지으려고 했는데 실패했죠.
This guy's trying to build bunkers to defend against this pressure, but he failed.
자 이거는 30에서 멀티가 좋아요. 30에서 멀티가 좋았고
In this case, he's gonna get expo at 30. But you have to mind that these are not in vacuum. He lost some stuff here and there.
자 이렇게 커트해주고 다 이제 상대방이 제가 21투인 걸 모르기 때문에
So 4 Dragoons Expo.
4드라군을 아예 생각을 못 하고 있을 거예요.
Yeah, 4 Dragoons Expo. And since he did not scout this at all, he will not be expecting 4 goons. I guess the SCV died.
Yeah, then
30 대결하고 30 파일럿
30 pylon, 30 Nexus, 30 pylon, 4, just the 4 goons. And then,
마린을 많이 잡았기 때문에 게임 끝날 확률이 정말 높아요.
since you got a bunch of Marines early on, there's a big chance that the game just ends right now.
자 이렇게 22투는 상대방에게 좀 강하게 압박을 해서 초반에 이득을 챙겨가는 빌드예요. 그래서 좀 푸시를 강하게 해줘야 됩니다.
Since the whole point of the build is to apply pressure, you know, as much as possible, you have to be aggressive, or there's no point of this build. Robo.
하늘에서 15 로보를 올려줘야 돼요.
So rest, you stop production of dragoons at 4, and then you get Nexus, Pylon, Robo.
원탱밖에 없기 때문에 강하게 압박을 해줘야 돼요.
Since he only has one tank right now, you have to apply strong pressure here.
자, 이렇게 게임이 끝나는 빌드, 운이 좋으면 게임 끝나는 빌드이기 때문에
See, the game's already over.
심리전용으로
So this build has a big potential to end game straight up. So, yeah, it's a very good build when you need to have some mind games.
하지만 SCV가 세네요.
Yeah, but then Gundams are too strong, man.
자, 여기서 이제 상대방이 마인
So it's
더블-
over, but Terran stays in for like
마인
30 more minutes because it's Terran.
Yeah, man, Gundams, man. Okay, so he's gonna explain stuff about since he went mine upgrade first, what to do.
어블한 것도 있기 때문에 리버를 가도 좋은 판단이지만 리버도 괜찮고
Since he went mines, he could have gone Reavers. Reavers also a good choice, but he's gonna go Observer now. He got plenty of stuff done there.
옵저버 이후에 빠른 트리플을 들어갈게요. 왜냐면 방금 해서 이제 탱크도 잡아줬고 SCV가 나와서 일도 많이 못했기 때문에 상대방이 자원이 부족해서 더블 이후에 타이밍을 나올 수가 없는 상황이거든요. 때문에
In this case, he's gonna go with 2-gate Observer triple expansion because he did enough damage to point that the opponent cannot have any timings out because he got all the tanks, he got the vulture, he got some of the SCB, so opponent clearly took a lot of damage and is economically too poor to too poor to do any push to punish your greed.
빠르게 트리플을 들어가고 위험할 게 없는 상황이에요.
So no, you're in no danger.
3대까지
Third Nexus up.
상대가 마린도 많이 지져줬기 때문에 굉장히 좋은 상황이라고 볼 수 있죠.
This is a great situation because no tank, no marines, no vulture, did economic damage, free to go. But yeah, you shouldn't do it if you're, and if you didn't do damage, obviously.
Does he say what you should do if you didn't do as much damage?
No, he did not say anything like that. But then he said why it's good to do it. I'm just inferring that, like, I mean, if you didn't do any damage, you obviously shouldn't go 2-gate triple. He said after the 4 Dragoon pressure, following up with Reaver is good if you did some damage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you can base.
I just want to know why he said he thinks carrier or arbiter carrier is good.
He hasn't said anything about Arbiter Carrier yet.
Okay. I mean, when he does say that, I'm
벌처가
curious.
좋고요.
Yeah, vultures.
스는 4게이트만 지어도 이제 상대방의 타이밍 내시는 웬만하면 안 들리기 때문에
4-gate after third because or in this case after you go triple because if you have 4 gates, you're gonna be immune to most of the timing pushes.
자, 추가적인 파일런은 여기 히미스티용으로
Yeah, same city with pylons when you have enough.
파악을 해주시고 가스까지 원팩 이게 인제 특히 늘어나죠.
Wait, what the fuck did you make there?
Citadel.
Oh,
I didn't make them.
이게 인제 특히 늘어나죠. 자,
Yeah, so he sees this observer just now to factory citadel.
트리플 커맨드. 자, 트리플 커맨드가 봤기 때문에 여기서 제가 아까 설명드리려고 했던 아비터 캐리어, 아비터 캐리어에 대한 보충 설명을 여기서 드릴게요.
Okay, since he saw third, he has a lot of spare time, you know. So he's gonna be explaining arbiter carrier concept.
자, 상대가 이제 투팩에서 탱크를 모으면서 트리플 커맨드가 봤기 때문에 그래서 넥서스 하나 더 줘주면 돼요.
Since this is 2 factory tanks into third command center, you can just gank another nexus now.
하나 더 줘도 되고.
Because all he's doing right now is just gathering tanks, and you know it's slowed down already because he did damage early on.
그래서 아비터 완전히 바로 스타게이트하고
Put
일단 짓고.
Aden, Stargate.
왜냐면은 아비터 캐리어 할 거기 때문에 가스가 굉장히 많이 안 아,
Okay, since you're doing arbiter carrier, you have to go get third gas right away because this enormous gas drain. I mean, right as you build the Stargates and stuff.
이 필요한 체제거든요. 그래서 가스
I thought you would do that with the regular, just arbiter and arbiter build, but maybe not.
I don't know, man. I'm just translating what he says.
Okay.
Ferry, what do you say? He's not.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. All right.
When you take your third gas when you're just doing arbiter.
Oh. Well, no. He made Stargate. He just made Stargate, and he got third gas.
Oh, okay, so alright. So,
He just started. So wait, when you start arbiter trib, you make third gas.
yeah.
Yeah. In this case, since arbiter carrier is so gas expensive, you make it right when you make Stargate.
Okay.
그리고 이런 이제 아비터 캐리 같은 경우는 멀티를 언덕 쪽으로 가져가는 게 좋아요.
In cases, arbiter carrier is much better to get the exposed on the high ground.
언덕이 수비하기 편하기 때문에
Better to do it defensively.
5팩이죠. 자, 이 상황에서 일단 트리플 이 5팩이기 때문에 뭐 엄청나게 빠른 타이밍은 아니고 5팩은 원래 다 늘리는 거예요. 트리플 먹고 나서는 5팩 원래 늘리고
He saw 5-fact expansion, so he's responding by. I mean, he's seeing 5-fact, you know, so he's responding by making more gateways. But since it's third 5-fact, not much threat. It's standard even. Get arbiter trib as soon as everything's done, whatever it is.
이런 경우는 그냥 여기 언덕을 아예 파일런로 막아버려도 괜찮아요.
Yeah, so just block off the ramp when the vultures are coming in.
좀 5시 본진이 좀 넓기 때문에 상대방이 벌쩍 올라오면 귀찮을 수가 있거든요. 그런데 아예 언덕을 그냥 막아버리고 그를 쫓아주시고
Yeah, as soon as the arbiter trib is done,
자, 여기서
Get arbiter.
스킨을 이용해서 잡았죠. 그럼 이 이후에 상대방이 두 가지를 할 수가 있어요. 그냥 업테란 할 수가 있고 공이로만 유지한 상태에서 타이밍을 돌릴 수가 있기 때문에 일단 스페이시스가 바로
okay, there's only two things Terran can do over here. Since he used scan to cut off your observer right now, one is just 2-1 upgrade Terran arm, you know, and other is just stay on +1 and then just do all in. I mean, yeah. So since Terran doesn't have much choice here, you just get stasis upgrade.
타겟까지 굴리고 자, 여기서 이제 파악을 하는 거예요. 상대방의 체제를 파악을 하고
Send your second observer, see what the opponent's doing, get up to 8 gateways.
결정을 하는 거예요. 자, 상대 업테란이면은 아케를 가고 자, 스타포트
So yeah, so if it's doing timing, go with arbiter and gateways. But then since this guy's just doing 2-1 push or upgrade turn, you just go with arbiter carrier.
맞죠? 오프라인이죠. 그러면 원아비트만 찍고 구석에다가 3게이트 4게이트 정도 지어주시면 되는데 이게 조금
Wait,
상황에
wait, so
따라서
can you say that again?
Okay,
Versus +1.
so there's only realistically only two options the opponent has at this point. So when he just cut off observer with their scan, right? He used a scan to cut off observer with 2 Goliaths. And you saw that in his space there's 5 factories. So there's only 2 choices. One is +1 all in, and the other is 2-1 upgrade turn.
Yeah.
So you send your second observer to confirm if it's upgrade turn or a push. And he saw like extra armory go up, and yeah, so he knows it's 2-1 push. So in this case, instead of sticking with arbiter and gateways, you just go in the corner and make 2 more stargates for a total of 3 stargates.
3게이트만 유지해야 되는 경우가 있고 왜냐면 상대가 좀
If Terran's doing 2-1 timing, you have more time.
Yeah.
Carriers. Otherwise, you just want to get on. You just want to stay on gates and arbiter.
Gates and arbiter. That's but you still research stasis regardless.
Either way, yeah. Okay.
But then you
3게이트에서 유지를 해주시고 상대방 타이밍이
Yep.
좀 안 나올 것 같다. 4게이트 스타게이트 상태를 올려주시면 돼요.
yeah, and then he gets. So depending on how the opponent looks, you can get 3 stargate carrier or 4 stargate carrier after 1 arbiter. If you feel like the opponent will not be able to get the proper standard timing, and will be very delayed, you get 4 stargates.
네. 일단 부업하고
Start getting air upgrades.
이 경우는 사가스를 빨리빨리 가져가야 돼요.
Get your force gas fast.
그냥 이런 아비트 캐리어는 가스 멀티가 완성이 되면 그냥 가스 바로바로 다 파줘야 됩니다.
Okay, for arbiter carrier playstyle, as soon as your force expansion is done, you get PS.
Okay.
자, 5팩에서 유지하면서 좀 팩을 이제 늘리기 때문에
Kinda ambiguous at this point because this guy's on 5 fact and it's kinda delaying, getting more factories.
여기서 이제 넥서스가 더 줘도 돼요.
So he's only on 5 gate, right? 5 factory right now, right? So just take 5th.
Okay.
No biggie.
So this guy's just bad. Terran.
넥서스로 왔지만
I mean, this guy's probably like 2400 or something. Yeah, I don't know.
라는 거 알았기 때문에 스택이 늦게 늘어나는 거 알았기 때문에
Since it's okay, you know how 9 fact's supposed to go up way before now, right? This is 11 minutes in the game, so since it's on low amount of factory, you're safe to expand.
그냥 오렉을 지을게요.
To expand to 5th nexus.
그래서 캐리어
1 arbiter, then carrier.
자 이제 아비터 캐리어는 여기서 이제 유닛 움직임이 중요해요.
Okay, arbiter carrier, the most important critical part of the build is to have proper unit movements.
아비터를 이용해서 리콜을 해도 되고
You can either recall with arbiters,
스테시스 시비를 해도 되고
or you can do your stasis.
하기 때문에 바로바로 데이터 속도가 바꿔주고
Wait, so does he like explain what the proper unit movement is?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
그리고 니크로까지 바로 불러주시고 자 이거는 아케는 이제 3대 캐리어와는 좀 다르게
Okay, so recall after stasis. and then you also +1 weapon should be already be going on right now. Remember way back I said start weapon upgrade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3넥 캐리어는 3넥에서
You
캐리어가
mean +1 ground weapons or +1?
Air weapons. He makes ground weapons after the stasis. I mean, yeah, the stasis done in recall. I think. Let me look back.
그리고 리콜까지 바로 들어주고.
Recall.
이거는
Yeah, recall upgrade and weapon upgrade.
아케는
I think that's
이제
second weapons upgrade.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Hose.
Hose. What's thick? Check what?
Check the army
Well,
ground.
You probably make it at the same time you usually do, which is like as soon as the forge is done, like after you make the arbiter.
Check
3넥
check
캐리어가
check check. Check the ground army upgrades.
000.
Oh
I mean, I don't know yet. It's probe.
no,
Oh,
this
so-
probe doesn't
oh, okay.
have weapons upgrades. Check
Yeah.
that again.
Dude, I'm not in the game.
What?
this, this is a guide.
He's in the game with best right now.
좀 다르게 3넥 캐리어는
Oh, dude, no, I'm in voice call with best right now, and I can pause real time, man.
Go.
3넥에서 캐리어가 좀 가난해요. 가난한데 이거는 멀티를 바로바로 째주면서 가는 거기 때문에 여유가 된다. 이렇게 지금 여유가 되면은 투사이버와 투포즈를 올려서
Okay, so there is a difference between 3 Nexus carrier and this a lot of expansion carrier. In this case, you have a lot of expansions, you can support a lot of expenditure, so you make second cyber core and second forge.
필드업과 방업을 같이 좀 신경을 써주셔도 좋습니다. 그리고 자,
Yeah, defense upgrade and attack upgrade at the same time. Fucking 사기, man.
상황을 봐서 리콜해야 되기 때문에 자, 상황을 봐서 리콜해야 되기 때문에
You have to use your recall or whatever depending on the situation, I guess.
Goodbye time.
Yeah, and then you also poke in with observer to see what the opponent's doing.
자, 그리고 이런 거는 캐논도 좋아요.
And you have plenty of resources to make cannons.
너무 미안한데 이거 잠깐만 봐줘.
Oh, 알았어, hold on.
이게 엄마가 이거 팔라고 그러는데
Mute the call. What are you doing? No, deafen. Okay.
자, 이렇게 상황을 봐서 상대가 뭐 나올 마음이 없다 그러면은 스타게이트 하나 더 추가해주면 돼요.
Yeah, just one more Stargate. You know, there's no way opponent can leave his base right now. 4 Stargates.
지금 나오면 어차피 뭐 스테시스를 이용한 수비가 가능하고
Yeah.
자, 그리고
You just wanna know how much Stargate can make before, how much you can hold off, you know?
캐리어 할 때 가장 유의하셔야 할 점이 뭐냐면은 아비터의 캐리어의 인구수를 잘 생각을 하셔야 돼요.
The most vital part about this build, I mean, he says that every single time there's something vital, is yeah, you have to calculate and take account into the number of population the arbiters and carriers take out.
자, 스리스타머는 캐리어가 인구수 6이죠.
Mm-hmm.
한 번에
Yeah. Does he ever stop making ground? Does he say anything about that?
He's gonna go into that.
Oh, okay.
넣었거든요. 18씩 때문에 우선 잘 감안을 하셔서
So yeah, so 3 stargates, 8 carriers, 6 supply each, 18 supply at a time. You have to take account into that.
인구수를 너무 지상군을 채우지 않는 선에서
You should not overmake your ground units. So do some mental math. What's 200 minus 18? I mean 6, whatever that. Yeah, 18. Yeah. She's getting shield upgrade. That's shield, right? That round
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. Make these observers, you know, keep.
제가 아까 말씀드렸듯이 언덕 탱 캐리어는 지키거든요. 그래서 멀티를 계속 이어나가죠.
Yeah, expand even more. Terran can't get out right now. It gets gateway expansion on the other starting zone.
자 이제 이 7캐리어가 인터셉터까지 할 때까지 시간을 벌어줘야 돼요.
Okay, so this is an important breakpoint of this build. You have to buy time until these 7 carriers get interceptors. If you can't, you lose, yeah.
시간을 버는 방법이 아비터 리콜 될 수도 있고 스테이시스가 될 수도 있고
2 ways to buy time, stasis and recall.
아, 리콜도 돼 있고 마나도 있고 스테이시스도 있고 선택은 본인 선택이에요. 그냥 본인이
It's just your choice, man.
난 스테이시스를 이용해서 수비를 해야겠다 하시는 분은 스테이시스를 쓰면 되는 거고
You can place defensive with stasis or recall.
그리고
It's your.
양쪽 두 개까지 먹었거든요.
And then while you're doing this, since Terran can't get out at all, he's not even inching out. He doesn't even know this carrier is here. So expand to the other starting zone. Dude, this is fucking gay, man.
자 이렇게 인구수를 미리 채워놓을 필요가 없는 게 상대가 나오는 걸 보고 게이트에서 생산을 해도 자 10개, 14개죠. 그러면은 상대방이 나오는 걸 보고 찍어도
Drop.
인구수가 200이 되거든요.
Drop.
Okay, so right now, you don't have to just like swing your entire army across the map. You have 10 gateways. Wait, what the fuck did he say? I didn't hear because of the fucking clack clack. So you're like snapping something in the background.
생산을도 자 10개, 14개 채워놓을 필요가 없는 게 2개까지 먹어주면 좋아요. 자 이렇게 인구수를 미리 채워놓을 필요가 없는 게 상대가 나오는 걸 보고 게이트에서 생산을 해도 자 10개, 14개죠. 그러면은 상대방이 나오는 걸 보고 찍어도 인구수가 200이 되거든요.
Yeah, the reason you don't have to be so proactive with the ground unit army, because you'll fill 200 naturally through just looking at how the opponent gets out, because you can fill in that 200 gap, you know. You can fill in all the empty supply through making your through your gateways instantly, you know. By the time the opponent makes it across the map, you'll have 200. So he leaves the supplies to spare because he needs. Remember what he said before.
Yeah.
He needs carrier supply. And now you have fucking StarCraft Exodia.
자 10캐리 정도만 찍을게요.
You get around 10 carriers.
10캐리 정도 찍혀있는 게 10캐리죠 이제. 그리고 이제 템업도
Yeah, get temple upgrades. So there's no need at all to hurriedly fill up your supply count if you did a lot of damage early on.
그래서 진짜 완전 본인 선택이에요. 리콜을 할지 스테이시스를 쓸지.
Yeah, just your preference, recall or stasis at this point.
근데 상대방이 이렇게 늦게 나오면은 좋아요. 캐리어가 쌓여있기 때문에 뭐 어떤 선택을 하든 간에 상황이 굉장히 유리하게 갈 수 있죠.
Yeah, you're in really good position regardless what happens right now because opponent is at 15 minutes, don't push out, right? And you can just sit back and assemble your Exodia pieces, man. Any spare gas goes into Templars.
캐리어도 쌓이겠다.
And now you have enough carriers to be a threat. Yeah, so you don't go out and attack with like 1 or 2 carriers, man. You make bunch of carriers, wait for them to stack up to a critical mass, and go out.
게이트도 멀티만 하나씩 줘주면 좋아요. 다크 템플라던가 그런 거 뽑아줄 수 있는 아까 말했던 캐리어.
Yeah. Fill up your rest of the supply, carrier, Templars.
자 이런 경우는 이미 자원도 쌓였고 캐리어도 쌓였고 지상군도 많고 다시 찍을 수 있고 멀티도 많고 하기 때문에 소모전 해줘도 돼요. 어떤 식으로 소모전?
Okay, this is the point where you can trade. You have all your established gateways. You can replenish all your ground army at once. You have 10 gateway at main. You have like 4 gateway in your expo. You have like 2 gateway making in your 6 o'clock. This is a point where you can start trading army.
그러면요. 이렇게
Yeah, get rid of these turrets.
점사되고
Alright, get rid of the tanks and then shove in with your ground army.
소모전만 해줘도 특수가 좋은 상황이거든요.
This is a situation where if you only trade, you're in good position. You only need to trade. Yeah, just focus fire into tanks and Goliaths. And then, yeah, stasis that shit. Holy shit, I'm getting cancer.
다수의 게임.
Yeah, so what he emphasizes, tank only. Fuck other stuff. Just shit on the tanks and shove it into your ground army.
그래서 더 좋은 질 좋은 유닛으로 조합해주고.
So you want to keep replacing your basic ground army with a high quality ground army like Templars. See, you're just trading and you're getting so much out of this because you already have your Exodia pieces.
좋아요. 왜냐? 저는 자 캐리어가 이럴 때는 뭐 터져도 좋아요. 왜냐? 저는 스타게트가 많거든요.
This case, you're perfectly fine to just straight up trade your carriers because it doesn't matter if they die. You have 4 Stargates.
하나 죽었으면 하나 다시 죽어주고. 그러면 시간이 지나면 지날수록 저는 업도 되고 템플도 좀.
Yeah, and then as the time drags on, you're just in more and more advanced expedition. You have more Templars, you have more carriers. Wait, so ultimate tough late game is just Templar carrier? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, that makes sense. The most damage.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, you want Dragoons too, probably, but yeah.
Dude, this is fucking gay. I regret translating this. Yeah, use your fucking storm. You have infinite storms. You assembled your Exodia. Yes.
What is that? Wait, what are you saying?
Exodia.
I'm- Yeah, I'm just saying it. But in this guy's like, Professor is just saying, just trade. You can afford to trade. You have a lot of bases running right now.
침착하게 이 상황에서도 후속 병력 오는 곳에다 마이너시 받았어요. 네. 큰 상황.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, he's like talking about how his opponent's been playing really well and he's been cutting off his reinforcements mines, but it doesn't matter at all. Pusagi, man. Yeah, high ground Templars and cannons, OP. Look at those carrier cameras, man.
자, 옥저버도 지금 가스 많기 때문에 계속 그냥 눌러주세요. 눌러주세요.
Yeah, you have a lot of death. Just shove in 5 of them at a time. Who cares if you lose carriers, man? You have show me the money pretty much.
그래서 무한 소모전만 해줘도 상대방은 나오지 못하고
Are you triggered right now?
Yes, I'm triggered right now. So what Bess is saying right now is just keep trading. You don't even have to rest. Just shove in, shove in, shove in. It will just pin the opponent back. Not let him get enough of anything. He will not be able to advance. He's dead. Yeah, just keep sniping the tank like a little fuck.
That's what he says. You can.
No, just snipe the tanks. Oh, look at the mine self.
하두손 또 하나. 자, 자원력이
어,
배분이 되기 때문에
Oh no, he lost a carrier. Just make one more.
크게 아프진 않아요.
It does not matter if you lose carriers at all.
하지만 캐리어가 동시에 한 6발, 8발 죽습니다.
But however, you must maintain 6 to 8 carriers at all times. You cannot trade to a point where it goes under that. You can't get basically just don't just be like, oh, I have fucking 10 carries and then run into their turrets and lose like 4 of them. Yeah, just pick off the tanks. Easy.
Easy.
Easy, man. Easy.
캐리어가 벌써 222업. 이게 아비트 캐리어는 자원이 좀 풍부하기 때문에 업그레이드 좀 신경을 많이 쓸 수가 있어요.
So now 2-2 upgrade. It's even more saggy than 1-1-1.
이렇게 우리는 탁 하나씩 찍어주고 뭐 9시 멀티가 있다. 9시 멀티 하나씩 찍어주면 또 까다롭거든요.
Yeah, and then send DTs across the map to the other base.
생산만 해서 몇십만 가고
Just keep building these carriers and you win, man. Just be sure to never go under 6. 8 to 6. Keep replenishing them too, it's that same count. Zealot, Templar, Dragoon, whatever. Just make whatever, man.
Just he says that, make anything.
No. He's making zealots. He's all the gas is going to like fucking Templars or something.
이거를 클로킹 레스에 비해서 또 소급도
Okay, at this point, another possibility is cloaked wraith. So you get observer speed.
이런 상황일 때는 뭐 몰래 레이스에 뭐 레이스가 나올 만한 상황은 아니지만 캐리어가 정말만 하지 않으면
I mean, that's not really a realistic thing here, but then, you know, just in case.
미리 몇 개 찍어주세요. 이렇게 속만 잘 보내셔도
Just keep shoving in units and your opponent rage quits.
나와버리죠.
That's it.
그래서 20일 투게이트 이후에
Alright. So I have
Next.
to play Invader now.
Oh,
Oh shit.
So
alright.
Didn't cast it.